Greetings, I am the Soviet Warlord, and today I am bringing you another episode of Stakhanov's Builds. In this episode, I'll be covering the Strun shotgun. The Strun is a very basic semi-automatic shotgun. It requires Mastery Rank 1 to use, and it's very easily obtainable, costing just 75,000 credits in the marketplace, foregoing the need to build the weapon beforehand. If you want to put a catalyst on it, however, you will need to buy one or build it separately. The Strun is skewed slightly, with 66 impact damage, 18 puncture, and 35 slash, making it a passable alternative to an infested slayer. Accuracy is not a factor with shotguns when used up close. It has a pellet count of 10, a very healthy amount, with 4 recorded accuracy. You can afford 6 blasts before needing to reload, quite average for a shotgun. Reloads are slightly on the slow side, with 3 seconds per mag. There does exist an iteration of the Strun Wraith, adorned with Grenier style paint. Its stats differ quite greatly to the normal edition. The Strun Wraith is no longer available to obtain, and it came to those who survived 20 minutes or more during the Survive or Die community event. In this coming build, we will attempt to construct the core of this weapon around the ability to gear it towards any enemy. The moderate skew is too small to forego magnetic damage when tackling shields, but this may be an option to us later. The Strun can be very potent, but it's inadvisable to use it in the endgame. It is a very good starting shotgun for a beginner though. So we'll be building a firecracker, a short-range firecracker shotgun in this episode. Our first choice is Hell's Chamber, a very expensive mod, but it will bring our pellet count from 10 to a whopping 22, massively increasing the potential damage of your buckshot. It's a huge and free buff to your firepower, which brings absolutely no reason not to use it. In order to keep adding meat to the core of this weapon, point blank is a further no-nonsense 90% increase to the base destruction of your pellets. Combined with Hell's Chamber, you've already received more than double damage in sheer pellet count, and now point blank almost doubles their weight, setting you up to deal with anything as we add more to the mix. Third, a further bulk of meat to the gun in the form of Vicious Spread. The default accuracy of the Strun is only 4, so the 60% spread penalty that you get with the modification is negligible, bringing your accuracy down to just 2.5. But in return, we get another 90% base damage, allowing for a huge increase. With a 180% combination added to multi-shot, we now just lack 2 things. One of these things is our capacity and our reload time. While it would be nice to address them both, we will need a slot later for something else. Therefore, ammo stock gives us 4 extra shells before we run dry. Burdened magazine grants the same as ammo stock, but it costs 4 more power and comes with a penalty. So unless you're using the two in tandem, it's a waste of power capacity that could be spent elsewhere, and may cost another former. Now we utilise our foundation. While this comes with a free choice, the stats of the Strun compel us to hunt down shields. Charged Shell gives us 90% electrical damage and a big buff to taking out robotic health by tapping directly into it through their shield. However, it's far more worthwhile to mix this alongside Chilling Grasp to grant magnetic damage, making mincemeat of any shielded opponent, with the ability to dispel their shields at will, especially against Corpus Techs. The only problem which now faces us is our lack of slash damage to kill crewmen. Well, we will find an answer to this in the Incendiary Coat modification, bringing 90% fire damage for virtually Dragon's Breath blunderbuss effect. Top this off with Blaze, which adds another 60% to your rock solid foundation, and 60% more fire damage. Since your damage mods add to a 240% base increase, 120% of this conferred to you by multi-shot is 288. Add this together to the original for 528% total base damage increase, which now amplifies all of your elemental mods, hence why the foundation was so important. So that's the build. a blunderbuss style shotgun capable of putting forth a wall of death against any foe you face. The beauty of having this foundation is that you can swap the elements for corrosive, or pure radiation for heavy hunting, or pure blast damage to fit it around any enemy and any faction. It's also a little less former intensive than other weapons, requiring just 3. For an early shotgun, it's worth it to keep it with you as a good jack of all trades mission handler as you expand your arsenal in the early game. A good choice for a long haul build. So for when the cryopod threatens to crack under infested attack, for when the bombards get on top of you, or when the mowers are out in force, shoot them back with this hard-hitting cannon of a shotgun and take back control of your mission. I am the Soviet Warlord, and this has been an episode of Stakhanov's Builds. Join me again next time when I'll be covering another weapon. Peace out.